Hey guys, welcome back to our Computex 2024 coverage. So what we are seeing right here today at Synology's booth in Computex 2024 is the new Synology ActiveProtect appliance DP7400. Now, it might seem like a server that you see in server rooms and all that, but in fact, this is actually the most sophisticated backup appliance that Synology has ever made. Now, this is going to be a very long video because this thing here is just overwhelming. What I've heard from Synology's keynote earlier on what this device can do is something that I think a lot of businesses will really appreciate. So let's get on with the hardware, and I'll talk about it on how it works. Now, the Synology ActiveProtect appliance is available in a 2U form factor when it goes live in the market, and this is how it looks like. Now, of course, Synology also has plans to release a 1U form factor, and that is an all-flash array. Now, let's take a look at the hardware here. So I'm going to take off the front panel, just like this. Now, as you can see, there are a total of 12 drive bays here, but 2 of them are actually reserved for SSD storage, for caching and all that. But otherwise, the rest of the bays are fitted with 3.5-inch hard drives. Now, Synology says that it will ship with at least 140 terabytes of storage for backup. And this whole thing right here is just big. It is powered by AMD's EPYC 2772 processors, if I'm not mistaken. So yep, this is how the hardware looks like. And now let's find out how this thing actually works. Now, you might be wondering, why do you need the ActiveProtect appliance in your IT environment? I mean, we already have NAS servers and all that doing our backups, right? Well, simply put, the ActiveProtect appliance is the backup server of your backup server and computer. So it is like the gatekeeper of your backup server, right? So this is how the user interface of the ActiveProtect appliance looks like. So we have ActiveProtect Manager here, which is basically based on Synology's very popular DiskStation Manager operating system, but it is an entirely different user interface. So this is the dashboard of the ActiveProtect appliance. You get to see your data size and whether your data has been backed up properly and whether has your machine been backed up properly or whether there's any issues. Everything is all shown on the screen, which I think is really cool. Now you can even see when is your most recent backup right here, and if there's any issues with one of those systems, then you can simply just go check it out and find out what has all happened. So if we head on over to this workload spot, this is the number of machines that has been registered on this particular server here. You're gonna have different protection plans such as Go and all that, and this is what it means. Like for example, you can keep different versions of files and all that for 30 days, or even like keep some other stuffs, like, right? You can totally configure all on this interface right here. Now, Synology did mention things like computers getting ransomwares and all that, and this is what this machine is all about, because sometimes when you already got corrupted PCs with ransomware and all that, it's really hard to find a way to restore that. And this is where the ActiveProtect appliance comes in. Because let's say if you want to restore a most recent backup snapshot to a machine or to a totally new machine, you can totally do that with this device. So all I need to do, for example, if I want to restore my sales computer, a Windows 10 computer, I can easily just head on over to here, open Recovery Portal, and I can choose the most recent snapshot and look at this. These are the disk drives. I can go inside and see what are the files that's inside. And once I'm sure that this is the backup that I want to, I can either restore it to a virtual machine to be executed on the ActiveProtect appliance itself, or I can simply just restore it to an entirely new computer, all right? So this is just a very basic overview of what the ActiveProtect Manager and the ActiveProtect appliance can do. I mean, there's definitely a lot more things that you can do with this device here. And next, we're gonna head on to a diagram to show you how it actually works in real life. Now take a look at this diagram that Synology has done for the ActiveProtect appliance. Now assuming you have two offices here, you have Office A and Office B, you have your PC servers, and all of these are backed up to their respective ActiveProtect appliances. Then on the other hand here, you might have another ActiveProtect appliance, probably in a different office or at a different country. These two ActiveProtect appliances can be mirrored, so which means you have two devices having the same set of data. So let's say if this one goes offline and doesn't work anymore, this thing will automatically take over and serve the PCs and servers. So it's a very complete backup solution that you are seeing right here. And whenever you have something that goes on in your IT environment, such as your computers have gotten ransomware, or some of your computers are no longer working, or you need to upgrade them and you want to restore the environment back to those new computers, you can totally depend on the ActiveProtect appliance to have data restored onto these devices. And also, if either of these are offline, this backup copy will be able to take over the job. Synology will be selling the ActiveProtect appliance later on this year, and I really can't wait to see what they can achieve with enterprises with these devices here, because considering how fragile our data is these days, we really need such a solution to back up data properly and to prevent them from being leaked outside. All right, so that's a really quick overview of how Synology's ActiveProtect appliance works. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos coming right out, and I'll see you in the next one.